Welcome back to the Archive Network. Aurelius here, with Malik, curators of the Lineage Archive. We left Ming Dynasty, Zhou family. Last time the dynasty glows with the brilliance of its achievements, but nothing lasts forever. Today we pick up where we left off. In the palatial glow of the Forbidden City, we find the Ming Dynasty at its zenith, a time when the Zhou family commands an empire of unmatched wealth and order. Prosperity thrives under emperors like Xuande, Hongji, and Beijing, each contributing to an era of achievements that few could ever hope to rival. Yet we must remember, power is never absolute. It's a fragile thing, always teetering on the edge, and history has a way of reminding us of that truth.
But let's not romanticize too much, Aurelius. While the grandeur is undeniable, it's crucial to recognize the human cost behind this prosperity. Those granaries you mentioned? They were filled with the labor of countless farmers, often struggling under the weight of heavy taxation. A flourishing empire is built on more than just wealth. It's built on the backs of its people.
You raise a point, but the Ming bureaucracy is truly a marvel of efficiency. Picture this: thousands of scholar officials, all selected through rigorous examinations, working tirelessly to maintain order. They wielded their knowledge like swords, ensuring the state machinery ran smoothly. Their commitment to loyalty and virtue created a foundation for stability during this time. We can see how their dedication shaped the empire's success, allowing it to flourish while setting a standard for governance that others aspired to emulate.
Aurelius, that sounds impressive, but let's take a closer look at that so-called stability. Those scholar officials may have had knowledge, but their presence often hid the real issues in the system. Corruption and favoritism crept in, undermining their best intentions. The polished image of an upright bureaucracy is just that, an image. It doesn't capture the struggles of everyday people who bear the weight of these flaws. We need to think about how this affects their lives.
Fair enough. The workshops of Jingdezhen produced exquisite blue and white porcelain, captivating foreign courts. The artisans created pieces that transcended mere utility. They were symbols of Ming cultural power. This craftsmanship not only enriched the court, but also reinforced its status in the world. The beauty of their work was a direct reflection of the empire's strength.
And yet, those artisans were often undervalued and overworked. The porcelain they produced became a global sensation, but how many skilled hands toiled in anonymity? The elite consumed the fruits of their labor, while many of those workers lived in poverty. That cultural power came at a cost, and it's essential to highlight those who remain in the shadows.
The Forbidden City itself stands as the empire's heart, a sprawling testament to power and ambition. Foreign envoys would gaze in awe at its sheer scale and elegance, captivated by the ceremonial grandeur on display. Take the Hall of Supreme Harmony, for instance, where the emperor presides over all. It's not just a building. It embodies Ming architectural prowess. Every procession and ritual here isn't merely a spectacle. They reinforce the hierarchy and the legitimacy of Ming rule, reminding everyone of the empire's unyielding strength.
Yet, beneath that grandeur lies a troubling reality. The elaborate ceremonies are not just displays of power. They also obscure the growing factions within the court. Eunuchs, who were once confined to menial tasks, are now stepping into roles of real influence and authority. What looks like stability to the outside world is fast becoming a battleground, where alliances shift and trust erodes. It's a dangerous game, and the human cost is often forgotten.
The rise of eunuchs marks a significant shift in our history. Once trusted servants, they now command armies and oversee the secret police, wielding power in ways we never imagined. The Renyan Palace plot in 1542 highlights the dangers lurking in the shadows of the Forbidden City. As power becomes more diffused, it also grows increasingly dangerous. In any grand court, this kind of change is inevitable, and we must be wary of the ambition that festers in the dark corners of authority.
And this diffused power breeds paranoia. The emperor's reliance on eunuchs creates an atmosphere thick with fear and mistrust. Brutal purges sweep through the court, targeting anyone who even raises an eyebrow. People live in constant dread, wondering if they'll be next. You can't ignore how this internal strife not only disrupts lives, but also undermines the very foundations of the dynasty. It's a tragedy, really. Watching ambition turn friends into enemies and loyalty become a dangerous gamble.
You're not wrong about the fear that looms over us, but the machinery of state continues to churn. The expansion of bureaucracy isn't just a reaction. It's a calculated response to the challenges we face. Take the Yongle Encyclopedia, for instance. This monumental endeavor showcases the Ming's ambition to gather and preserve knowledge for future generations. Yet, such grandeur doesn't come cheap. It demands immense resources, and that can stretch the state thin, making governance all the more precarious.
But that ambition can lead to overreach. As the costs of imperial extravagance rise, it's the everyday people, the farmers, the merchants, the laborers, who end up shouldering the burden. The grandeur you admire is often built on a shaky foundation. Look closely, and you'll see the first cracks in Ming power appearing, and they're not easily mended. Those who built the empire deserve better than to be left behind as the walls start to crumble.
The dynasty shines with its achievements, yet nothing lasts forever. Beneath the dazzling surface of the Golden Court, shadows lengthen and challenges arise. The Ming may seem unassailable, but in those shadowed halls, the seeds of decline are quietly taking root. We must remember that history teaches us a harsh lesson. Even the mightiest can falter. As we observe, we see the whispers of discontent grow louder, and the once unstoppable force begins to show cracks. It's a reminder that power is often fleeting.
That's where we leave it this time. Ming Dynasty, Chu family, continues. The story isn't finished yet. Find the full series on the Lineage archive, part of the Archive Network. We'll be back with the next chapter.